Good afternoon. Uh, Today I will tell you a very interesting encounter of two great persons. Mughal Azam of India, Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar, or Akbar the Great, and the greatest Persian poet of Indian style. His name was incidentally also Jalaluddin Ahmad Urfi. It's very interesting. You will just enjoy it. It was a custom that when the delegates of different countries come to the Akbar's court, they stayed there. Before coming to the court, they stayed there for one night or two nights, then they just prepared themselves and then they came to the court. And it was just given to Akbar that he would just make a disguise of different kind in which he was not recognizable, he was beyond recognition, and he would go to the people. He would just note that how do they behave with me when I'm a commoner, a poor person at night, and he would talk about himself, and how do they behave with me when they're in my court, I'm sitting as an Augustus king. So this is very interesting, and Urfi and Akbar came before each other. Urfi was born in 1555 in Shiraz, Iran, and he died in Lahore in 1591, where he came here to Akbar. So Akbar was in disguise, and he went to the camp where Iranian delegation was settled, and every person had brought gifts of their, just caliber for the king. He went from one person to another, from one trader to another, and then talked to them about himself, about India and about Iran, and then asked them what you brought for the king. And they would show him, and he would just comment upon it, appreciate it mostly, and then this went on. He just noticed that a simple person is sitting, with the tree, taking a shelter under the tree, and he's very just indifferent to the whole atmosphere. He went to him, and the person talked to him warmly. He said, "How are you?" No one was aware that he is the King Akbar. So Akbar said, "Who are you, person? Why are you sitting alone?" He said that I am Orfi, the great poet of Iran. Oh, Akbar said. Well, he said beside him, he said that their traders and the rich people, they brought many things for the king. I saw. What did you bring for the king? Orfi said in a very calm fashion that I wrote a wonderful eulogy, or what you call ode or praise for the king. Akbar got more interested. He said that, would you please read it to me? The poets want that they should be listened to, and he also wanted to display the poem also. So he read all the poem which he wrote in praise of Akbar to this disguised Akbar. At the end of the eulogy or the praise poem, Akbar said that Urfi, you brought a poem, is good, but these people have brought very precious things. If the king doesn't like this poem, what will happen? In reply to it, Orfi uttered a very horrible, dirtiest, just word about Akbar that is called abusive word. He said that then this thing about him. I mean, about his, what was it, I cannot describe here. The king smiled. He said that I will see him today. That what does he say? So the king said, okay. No, he was not a king. He was a commoner in a very poor dress. So he said, okay. If the king doesn't like it, he will say this. Okay, we will meet if we just thank you for reading it to me. And Akbar went away. Next morning in the court, everyone was coming. All the courtier was there. Just Nauratans of Akbar were there. It was a very big court. You know that Akbar was the greatest king of the world that time. Because India and China produce half of the GDP of the world. 1/4 of the GDP of the world was of India. And this is because India was colonized, impoverished. Okay, leave it. So, now Orfi said something about Akbar, and Akbar wanted to see that what does he say now. Now everyone came in the court and presented before him the gift and talked to him, and Akbar just gave him the reward. And now it was the turn of the Orfi. Now Orfi said, Akbar said in a thunderous voice, who are you? Orfi introduced himself. I'm from Shiraz. I'm the poet of Iran. So what have you brought for me? Sir, I have written a eulogy for you. If you like, I may read to you. Akbar said, yes, you may read it to me. So Orfi read the eulogy, all the poem before him. After the end of the poem, the king said in a majestic voice, if we don't like this poem, Orfi said nothing. He just rose up by walking up the stairs of the throne of the king and whispered in his ears, my words are same as I said last night. Akbar was taken aback. He was surprised due to two purposes. First is that no one could recognize him. He was just taken aback that Orfi recognized him despite that huge makeup and that guise. The second thing of which he was most surprised was the courage of Orfi, that he was just consistent upon the expression that he made last night when he was in an impoverished dress. So after it, as you know, Orfi lived there in the court of Akbar forever and died there in 1591 and is considered the greatest Persian poet of Indian style. So this is the behavior of a great king and a great poet. Hope you like it. These are the things which are just inserted in history and we just celebrate them. Thank you so much. Love you.